Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is another Warmachine Tactics with your buddy Cajun. Today I'll be playing Minnow, or the Protectorate, rather. Okay. Still waiting for my opponent to decide what he's playing. There's several videos out there already telling you the basics, and Warmachine itself's been around for a little bit, so this will be a little bit less for beginners explaining everything going on, and more actually game casting the game I'm in. I'm still trying to find my own little voice in this gamecaster world, so constructive criticism is welcome. Let me know what you do and don't like. I like to split my forces up. I'm not sure exactly what my opponent's going to do. He's playing Minoth as well, and it looks like he's following a similar setup. I want to put my Lancer on one flank because he has the arc node, and it extends my caster's reach a little bit. I like to put my ranged Jack in the center so that he has multiple fields of fire. First turn, first control phase, of course you just give each Jack one, run them up to where you want them. These heavy Jacks, I almost never use them in multiplayer. The game's pretty much decided before they even really make it to the battle line. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, maybe my opponents are doing it wrong. I usually end up with the victory, so I don't see the need to change what I'm doing quite yet. These guys have a great, what are they called? These Temple Flame Guard, they have a great little shield ability that really benefits a phalanx formation, but hey, there's a lot of AoEs in this multiplayer so far, and so far it doesn't quite benefit, in my opinion. But being that he is also playing Protectorate, it's going to be phalanx versus phalanx with very little AoE to punish you for being adjacent. It does seem to be the way to go. I was reading a lot of reviews on Steam for this game, and there's a lot of negativity over the cost. It costs $65 to get the early entry, and that is hefty. But I've had a lot of fun so far, and I value my time something at like $5 for an hour of fun, something like that. I will definitely get my money's worth out of this game. Maybe not everyone, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure how many people have the game yet, but I normally don't have to wait more than 2 or 3 minutes to get a match, and regardless of any time of day that I play. Anyone that sees this video, you're more than welcome to try and catch me on someday. Alright. Let me know what your favorite faction is in the comments. I play them all. Out of the 4 given here, I'd say probably Crix is my favorite, but the Protectorate's pretty close, pretty up there. Some people, and perhaps my opponent will show you, will go ahead and cast Defender's Ward on the first turn, so they can upkeep it for less. But I'm not sure that I really want to spend my focus that way. I mean, I'm just sitting on 4 focus right now anyway, or 3 focus rather. Not 4. But he's only got 1 ranged attack, and it's going to be 2 turns before we really get into the thick of it. I'll probably be initiating the attack, so it'll be on my terms, and I still got some time to get the Defender's Ward up. Krios here, our Warcaster. He's got a wonderful, wonderful feat knocks everyone down. It's a real tide turner. You almost have to hit the Protectorate in 2 waves. So it's a little bit harder on him when he wants to use it. If he knocks your first wave down, then you just bring your second wave in and mop up. But if you go all in on a Krios, however you pronounce his name, he can really make you pay for it. Maybe more so than the other 3 casters. The Negra, Coleman Striker, and Kador chick. The one that can freeze everything around her. I forget her name. I don't play Kador that often. Kador is pretty popular online. But with only the 4 factions, I mean, you got a 25% chance of mirror match every time. YouTube kills the graphics, but this looks beautiful on my computer. Perhaps I'm uploading or doing something wrong with the compression once it gets to YouTube, or maybe it's just the broadcast software I'm using to record the game. It just doesn't do it justice what you're watching as opposed to what I'm playing. I am brand new to game casting. I am working on the tips I was given from my previous broadcast. Trying not to sound too monotone, trying to keep an even flow. Not calling it Warhammer Tactics for one. Alright, decisions. It looks like he wants to be the one to charge me. I have to be careful with how far up I go. I don't want to give him that luxury. I don't think I'll be running any of my jacks. Not this turn. Would like to get some elevation, so I'm going to try to take the high ground. Hopefully I haven't misjudged it and opened up a bunch of charge lanes. We will see. Feel a little Leonidas-y. Spartans, you know. Tonight we dine in hell. Okay, let's see. We'll go ahead and pop Defender's Ward up this turn. It's unlikely he'll make it to my lines this turn. I would say I'm a very novice Warmachine player. But I'm definitely winning more than my fair share in this particular Warmachine Tactics multiplayer. I don't know if that means other people are newbier than I, or maybe I've got beginner's luck. Let me know what you would do differently. Don't want those guys to become crispy critters. Definitely don't want to be giving him free hits on my arc node by burning those guys. I thought I had... Man, that's a mistake. Thought I had Defender's Ward locked onto my Lancer. The UI confused me there. I don't know, maybe it'll help him out. I would agree that mirror matches are not the most cinematic thing to be displaying. The color scheme changes are not implemented yet. It is promised in the final release of the game that we will be able to customize color schemes, so it may get confusing as to which side is doing what. I will try to be clear. I mentioned it in my last video, and it's mentioned in many videos I've witnessed on YouTube. Basic infantry have been given a lot more health. These little boxes floating out to the side of the units is their health bars. They've made them much more substantial in this. It is not a 100% accurate representation of their tabletop versions. Alright, it looks like he will be granting me the charge. And we got a little 5-on-4 there. I got the numbers, I got the first strike. If I'm lucky, I can bring one of these guys down and reduce his... there's the 5th. Reduce his ability to retaliate. I have trapped Krios up here on a ledge where he cannot move to the center of the map and just Minoth's Wrath everyone, his feet. But I may not have to. If he builds a nice little phalanx up here, I will go and have a little cookout. I'll move my jack up and bathe them in righteous holy fire. These helmets do not look very useful from a battlefield standpoint. It looks like you'd have a very crappy view of the battlefield. This jack just looks awesome. Got some cockroach killer boots right here. You can kill a cockroach in a corner with these. This flamethrower looks like he's actually holding a waffle cone. Maybe that's why he looks so angry. Someone has knocked over his ice cream. These lancers, these lance jacks, this one and the one for Signar, they look amazing. They look like they would rip some stuff up, but I really don't find that they do a great deal of damage. Alright, I always forget the name of what my ranged jack is called. Looks like he's the Repenter. I get him confused. I'm gonna go ahead and buff him up. I really don't want to keep the Defender's Ward on that guy. Alright, let's see what our Righteous Holy Flame gets us. It does tell you what you can target at the end of your move. If I come at him from that way, I can go there and try to set those guys on fire. Tells you what the probability of hitting is and what I'll likely do in damage. Doesn't look like I reach any of his other guys, but this will do for a first strike. Ooh, and that's nice. And he is burning. That's cooking with Cajun, fellas. If he charges this guy, then I'll countercharge with my big boy and drop him. He'll sit there for now. I could move up Krios, knock them all down, and then I get free hits on everyone. see how that would play out. Just doesn't look worth it right now. When I move my Lancer up, I will see what other options open up. Cleansing fire. Looks like I can catch that guy in the blast. I'm gonna want a defender's war with that guy. Yeah, I'll have enough. 4 damage. Not the best result I've seen. That big jack actually has a rough time hitting these Lancer jacks with their shield and their defense. They actually hold up okay. Getting to charge him and get into my little shield wall. Thought I told him to charge. I guess you guys can be the judge of that. Not going well for us. Oh man, that back strike, I avoided it though. I sent this guy after that one because it does engage him. He will not be spitting his death flames at me. That would prevent him from doing that. We'll tie up the big guy. You are my sacrificial lamb. Martyrdom for you, my friend. Oh, you gave him your back. Why? That's not how I envisioned that ending. I do see his Krios coming up, knocking everyone down. But I don't think he'll be able to reach my jacks. So maybe he'll hold off. This is kind of the 1-2 wave combination I was talking about. I send the infantry out versus an enemy Krios and see what kind of havoc they can cause. And then send my battle group out. He's allocated 3 focus to this guy. He really wants that martyr dead. I'm happy to give him that guy. I've got 8 others just like him. But 3 focus. Maybe he's just gonna run past him. I really don't know which way this guy is supposed to be facing. He does look like he's given his back to him, but this was his charge angle. So I would think he'll get some kind of backstrike if this guy tries to leave him. Oh, look at that. Swing, bada, bada, bada. Miss. Oh, that's beautiful. In a terrific, horrifying way. The effects on this game are pretty bright. I mean, if you stare into the flame here, it's probably going to hurt your corneas. Oh, miss. The jacks do have difficulty hitting infantry from time to time, and I'm going to shut up now. Seems like every time I mention it, I get critted for some crazy amount of damage. These guys are eating up. They ate up all of his focus. There's one focus point left. He went through 7 focus on 2 Temple Guard and came up 1.5 dead Temple Guard. My next plan is to move my flamethrower jack down here and just barbecue the whole line of them. Tanking like a boss. This guy's the Terminator, Arnold. Oh, I'm going to stop mentioning. Oh, look at him dance, dude. He can groove. That was the worm there for a second. Oh man, it's getting brutal. I'm winning the Jack war, but I'm losing in the infantry war. There are two sides to that coin. Maybe it'll change once I roast these guys. I don't imagine that the flamethrower will do enough to kill them. If I get lucky, some continuous fire. Oh, that's brutal. He just headbutted the poor guy. You know you're having a bad day when a giant steam jack just walks up and headbutts you. This is July 15th when this is being recorded. They're supposed to be releasing. Oh, he feeded. Everyone went to sleep. It's like my whole army's narcoleptic. They are supposed to be releasing another map. I have not seen it or played on it. It's a daytime map. If it was a mistake on his part to use his feet there, he should have walked up and done it at the beginning of his turn, and he would have had a lot fewer misses, and would have potentially killed these guys. This nice little shield wall, even though they are automatically hit in melee while knocked down, they maintain their shield formation somehow, and the armor is mitigating, the armor boost of having the shields locked together is mitigating the damage. So it's nasty. And I don't believe that these guys can go into shield wall formation when they just melee attack like that, so they do not receive the same armor buff. When my Kraos gets into the thick of it this next turn, I will feat and show you what it can really do, properly set up. Defender's Ward. You know what? I've got other things to be spending my points on. Flamethrower guy, you're the Repenter. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. It's because I stranded myself up here on this ledge. But do you lead off with that, and it makes everyone so much easier to take out. That's a nice little fire line. Burn it, burn it, burn it. Can I get better? Yeah, I can get better. Oh, that was the last good one. Super easy to hit, but why take the chance? You're cooking with Cajun. Those guys are not happy. That jack's going to be really hard to take out regardless of what I do. So I think I'm going to come over here and assist by killing some infantry. Or maybe this jack. Smack him with my repulsor shield. Dinky damage, but everything counts in large amounts. Hey, hey, you, get up. Likes poking things with a stick. Some nice free damage. This 100% comes from them being knocked down. That's why you lead off with that. No sense in missing attacks. Alright. That's everyone. Hopefully the continuous fire will deal with some of them as they stand up. This is a nice little locked up scenario. I do like my odds. Aha! One of them did burn to death. Hopefully this guy will also burn to death. The guy's a little champ. He's a hero. Which means now that I've mentioned it, he's going to die a horrible, horrible death. Ah ha ha! He's got something to prove. I don't know what's going on with his arm there. Graphical glitch. It is early release, guys. I'm sure they'll clean some of this up. Like, this guy... Sometimes their feet disappear into the ground. Does not appear to be the case today. I know it's real bad with the cricks. They're heavy jack. He's got toes, and his toes just sink right into the earth. Ooh, that was a nice spear shot. I do believe that gonna toast Krios next turn. If I lose this fight, though, I may opt to burn them. I don't. One flamethrower shot is not gonna put Krios down. The numbers no longer favor me here, so these guys may need a little bit of help, and then they can go Krios hunting. I'm gonna start just calling him K-Man. I'll probably piss everyone off if I mispronounce his name. So K-Man. This guy did not succumb to the fire as I had hoped. I do expect my heavy jack to drop this lancer. I'm gonna load him up with the folks to do just that. I'm gonna maybe pop Defender's Ward on this guy. Go ahead and get into the thick of it. Some solid damage. Time to pimp slap him. You like that? I'll buy an Inferno Mace attack, 74%, likely to do 8 damage, so no need to boost. Ah, I say that. Hey, look. Let's see. If I can finish this guy off, I can really get in there. I don't want to give that guy a back strike. I want to free up my flamethrower to move back there and really just cook Krios or K-Man at close range. Oh, 74% chance missed. I do feel a little XCOM-y right there. I've seen this game compared to XCOM quite a bit, and really they have nothing in common other than how far they show you how to move. But missing that percentage chance, that felt like XCOM. You know what? We are going to definitive ward. Oh, he left. It's not like my turn took that long. It was 3 minutes. Not the way I'd like to go out, but I do think I did have that game in the bag. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you. Rate and subscribe for more videos.